Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Beyond. Things are quite slow in game at the moment and you find me lurking and loitering in various ships around the Imperial shipyards. The dry docks, as it were, where you've got several damaged Imperial capital ships just sat there, sparking away to themselves, potentially going under repair after being mixed up in either Thargoid fights or fights with the Federation. Quite a nice set piece, lots of ambience. Nothing much going on around there though, and they're in close proximity to a standard Coriolis space station. Now, with these ships, it is allowed to get close to them and have a good fly around and a bit of a mess about without the risk of getting shot or getting caught up in some other sort of battle that's going to cause you to be back on the old rebuy screen. All that being said, it's one of those areas I feel like you've got to go and visit within the game. It's a nice set piece. It shows a little bit of, I don't want to say real world, but shows a little bit of sci-fi ingenuity. These ships, they've been mixing it up with an adversary, whether that be the Federation or pirates or the Thargoids, and they've had a bit of damage. So where do they go when they get damaged? Or is it a little bit like Star Trek where they instantly heal themselves? Anyway, if you haven't already done so, do me a favour and click that subscribe button and then look for that notification icon and ring that notification bell, and that'll let you know when I'm putting more videos like this on YouTube. Now, I've mentioned Star Trek and I've mentioned Battlestar Galactica in past videos, and it's quite nice to see, in regards to Elite Dangerous, that these ships, these great big honking capital ships, are displaying damage. It was one of those things with the Star Trek franchise that did irritate me. I mean, it was okay sci-fi, you know, it's consumable sci-fi for the general populace. However, you have to wonder, so Voyager, for example, it goes out, it's flying around the Voyager universe, the Star Trek universe, gets into a couple of scrapes, gets zapped, there's a bit of damage, because sometimes it goes through the shields, and if it goes through the shields, you're going to incur damage on the hull, right? And then next week, it's all magically been fixed. How do they fix it? They replicate stuff? Could be. They mine it? Could be. Don't actually know, do we? And that's what I liked about Battlestar Galactica, the remake of Battlestar Galactica by Ron Moore. The damage was consistent through all the series. That Battlestar, it took that an immediate hit at Caprica from a nuke. It got the colonial fleet away, and then every episode, that ship, that model of that ship, wore its damage like a badge of honor. Right the way to the end, where it was, you know, it was screwed. It was knackered. It really was. It'd been through the mill and back. And that's what I like about this aspect of Elite Dangerous as well. These capital ships, like I've said, they're displaying their damage. And they're here in dry dock. They've been pulled off the front line and they're undergoing repair. Something cool. Now you can get up close, like I said, and you can fly through the hoops and try and dock your ship in the docking bay at the back of the ship without crashing. Of course you can't dock or land, because, well, you can't, can you? And usually I found flying around this in a smaller ship probably better than zipping around it in a cutter or something great big and honking like that. You can get into all the little nooks and crannies and really have a good explore of the site. I mean, judging from what other games are like, it seems to be a sort of stereotypical type of dockyard, where the ships are just parked there. I say some are being worked on, some are not. What would have been good, though, and I'm not going to go into a rant, I promise I'm not. What would have been good is that there should have been some sort of like worker bee sort of drones, our versions of the Thargoid skimmers or Guardian Sentinels, automated repair robots just flying around there, you know, fixing things, welding, inspecting, or at least have a patrol flying around as well, just as a bit of security in the area. It's like Frontier have gone so far with it, and they've done a great job, But that's like a few extra, you know, few extra steps, like just putting a small wing of 3 fighters flying a patrol around the area. I mean, after all, these ships are theoretically defenseless, aren't they? They're sat there, they're being repaired, probably weapons offline and the like, you know, engines offline, they're just parked there. So, you know, what's stopping any old crazy fool going up there and letting rip with the lasers or destroying them completely? Therefore, the Imperials or the Empire, whatever you want to call them, are losing their assets. Just a thought. It adds a little bit to the ambience of the game, I think. Also, you know, some speech over your comm. Hey, you're flying too close to that ship. You've got no business being here. Move aside, or I shall deploy the law enforcement agencies. Something like that, I think, you know, and keep nagging you. You're too close, you shouldn't be here, go away, right, or we are going to unleash the hounds of hell upon you. Just a thought. And also, what's protecting these things, other than the station, from anything else coming here and destroying those assets? Hey, I'm just saying. Here we've got a bit of internal security flying around, but generally I went round there unchallenged. Totally unchallenged. But I do think there should be a bigger show of force in the game around these in-game assets. Another good idea as well would have been, hey, if the Thargoids have got skimmers, that are repairing things by the look of it, and the Guardians have got sentinels, which are protecting those sites, right? Why haven't we got our own ones, which we could potentially destroy, if you're aligned with the Federation, for example, destroy the Imperial, and keep that ship off the front line a little bit longer. Plus you can collect excellent stuff like materials and much sought after items. Hey, there you go. This is not going to be a rant video though, however. It's certainly not. We're here to marvel at this in-game sort of set piece which you can fly around. So there you have it. This is an Imperial dry dock with Imperial damaged ships in it. I've been Ricardo, and thank you very much for watching. It's been very slow in game, and all us content creators, we're really sort of scratching the bottom of the barrels, so to speak, for content, and I do value your continued support. Thanks very much for watching, and check back for more videos in the series. I'm going to leave you with a bit of music and a continued video of me flying around the area.